All right, what is going on, people? Thank you for coming back and checking out my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. Today, I'm going to be doing an overview of the Memphis recording service release called Off Duty with Private Presley. Now, of course, everybody knows that this guy got drafted in 58. And in I think it's either two or three locations, he would, sit down, either playing guitar or piano, and record on a tape recorder. And the sound is the sound on this release and the Germany recordings are all pretty muffled, pretty noisy. But they're important because he did a lot of songs that he wouldn't go on to record professionally, and especially this one. Let's see what the back has to say here. Off Duty with Private Presley, 50-year commemorative issue. This CD herein contains only recordings made during Elvis's time off duty whilst in the Army, with such classics as A Big Hunk of Love, A Fool Such as I, and I Got Stung. It also has 30 unreleased tracks privately recorded by Elvis while stationed in the U.S. and Germany. These recordings are released for the first time ever to the public. As part of the audiovisual release, the accompanying 100-page book has many rare and stunning photographs, many of which are unreleased and are here for the first time. It includes informative text and historical facts, focusing on Elvis' time in the U.S. Army. Okay, so, let me see if I can make this nice here. Okay, there we go. Bear with me. I'm not a professional. Okay, so some backstory for me as a young Elvis fan. I remember seeing this on YouTube, or not this set, but someone uploaded the home recordings at some point. And that was my first introduction to a song called Happy Birthday Baby by the Tune Weavers. And I really liked that song as a kid. I had forgotten about it actually until a year or so ago, and I got back into playing that on piano and playing it on guitar. And this was also the first time. Now it's not really Elvis playing it himself; they're listening to the record, but it is the Diamonds doing "Little Darlin'," and Elvis went on to include that in I think 75, and then I think once or twice in 77. He may have done it in 76 a little bit too. I'm not totally for sure. But Happy Birthday Baby and Little Darlin', this was my first introduction to those songs. And they're absolutely phenomenal. And you can hear Elvis, Elvis did do, I think, one track playing piano and singing with his buddy, but I think the rest of them are just listening to the actual record, and Elvis practicing his little, like his bass voice. Not his bass voice, that's a different track. I don't know how to explain it, like the like that part. That's the best I can explain it. Yeah, you could just tell that this guy had phenomenal music taste, and it is very, very interesting and amazing to see the type of records he was listening to in this time. And as far as the Germany recordings are concerned, I think he did 2 guitar reels and 1 piano reel. I think definitely the guitar reels are the clearest, but the piano reel, he was doing stuff like At the Hop. There was very underrated piano player, pianist, You can just tell that he just knew how to play stuff. I mean, I don't know where he would have learned piano, but he just knew how to play. And yeah, I think they talk about this is some of the records that he was listening to. Screwball Love Song, Please, Please, Please. Whole lot of shaking going on. Peggy Sue, I'm Just a Lonely Guy. Yeah, you get. I mean, it's very fascinating to see what Elvis was into at this time. So some of the Germany recordings, you can hear him do. You can hear him doing "Soldier Boy" that he would go on to record officially, along with "Such a Night." Probably the song in the Germany recordings that I wish, out of all of them, that I wish Elvis would have did officially, no doubt about it, is "Earth Angel." Such a shame that, I mean, the recording on the home recordings is fine, but it's obviously not very high quality. I believe Elvis is playing piano on that. But yeah, I wish he could have recorded Earth Angel officially. So they talk about right here that he was, I think he was gifted a BMW, and it was white, and then some chick drew her phone number on it, so then he traded it in for a red one. Gotta love the fans. Yeah, but the home recordings are essential. They're very fun to listen to. I wish his dumbass buddies weren't around on the Germany ones, but other than that, they're pretty good. And then I will zoom in here as best I can. There you go. So we got some masters at the beginning of the disc, and we got Sail Along the Silvery Moon, and I Understand Just How I Feel, and then Happy Birthday Baby, and then some dialogue, I Can't Help It, If I'm Still in Love with You, more dialogue, Who's Sorry Now, and then Who's Sorry Now Again, and then it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reprises of Happy Birthday Baby. Some more dialogue, Tumbling Tumbleweeds, Blue Moon, Don't You Know I Love You, Tomorrow Night, and Tomorrow Night Again, Little Darlin', some monologue, Just a Closer Walk with Thee. Then you get the Bad Nauheim recordings, Elvis Arrival in Germany, At the Hop, I'll Take You Home Again, Kathleen. I'm not a big fan of that song. Q Sarah Sarah with Hound Dog. I Ask the Lord, that's a phenomenal song. That's one of the first songs I learned on piano was I Ask the Lord. I'll Take You Home Again, Kathleen. Apron Strings, The Titles Will Tell. At the Hop, Give Me Oil in My Lamp. Q Sarah Sarah, Hound Dog Again, Piano Solo, and Send Me Some Lovin'. And that is what your disc looks like. If I can turn it around a little bit. There you go. That's what the disc looks like. So it's a very cool set. I'm very glad to have it. And more than anything, it's just fascinating to know what Elvis was listening to. And you get to hear Elvis do a bunch of songs that really you only find him in one spot. So, once again, thank you for coming back and checking out my channel. Hope everyone is having a hope everyone had a good New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, whatever you wound up doing. Thank you for watching, commenting, subscribing. It means the world to me. And whatever day you wind up watching this, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.